Your Excellencies, esteemed guests, ladies and gentlemen, dear friends, please let me reiterate once more something that has already been said, but this is something that is so true and something that we feel so strongly, and that is the fact that it is an esteemed honor for us in the Greek Energy Forum to have today here in Greece, in Thessaloniki specifically, the Vice President of the European Commission, responsible for the Energy Union, His Excellency Maros Sefcovic, who I really like to thank. Mr. Vice President, thank you very much for helping the Greek Energy Forum make it to the next level. Our objective for today is to give to representatives from the business world, from politics, from embassies, from the academia, the unique opportunity to be informed and consequentially, each one of you become an ambassador with your friends, your family, your colleagues, your neighbors, about the great vision of the Energy Union. You will allow me just for 30 seconds to switch to Greek, given the fact that Thessaloniki is my city, my home city, and I see so many friends in the audience. Just allow me just diverge for 30 seconds, just a quick remark. Κυρίες και κύριοι, επιτρέψτε μου απλά να κάνω μια έτσι προσωπική, πιο πολύ, σε προσωπικό τόνο, μια εξομολόγηση, διότι η Θεσσαλονίκη είναι η πόλη μου και βλέπω έτσι αρκετούς φίλους στο ακροατήριο. Σήμερα είναι μια ξεχωριστή μέρα. Είναι πρώτα απ' όλα μια ξεχωριστή μέρα, επιτρέψτε μου να πω, για τη χώρα μας και για τη Θεσσαλονίκη, διότι φιλοξενεί έναν αριθμό πολύ σημαντικών προσωπικότητων διεθνούς προβολής, όπως ο Αντιπρόεδρος της Ευρωπαϊκής Επιτροπής, που έχουμε την τιμή να φιλοξενούμε σήμερα. Κατά δεύτερον, είναι μια ξεχωριστή μέρα για το Greek Energy Forum, έναν διεθνή οργανισμό του οποίου έχω την τιμή να προεδρεύω και μεταξύ των ιδρυτικών μελών του οποίου είμαι. Και είναι η πρώτη φορά που διοργανώνουμε ένα event στη Θεσσαλονίκη. Και τέλος, προσωπικά για μένα είναι μια ξεχωριστή μέρα, διότι η Θεσσαλονίκη είναι η πόλη στην οποία γεννήθηκα, η πόλη στην οποία μεγάλωσα, που σπούδασα, που πρωτοσχολήθηκα με τα κοινά ως δημοτικός σύμβουλος, που μου χάρισε τόσες εμπειρίες και θέλω να πιστεύω και τόσα εφόδια. Για όλα λοιπόν αυτά τα θετικά που θεωρώ ότι μου προσέφερε η πόλη μου, όταν έφυγα στο εξωτερικό, έδωσα μια υπόσχεση στον εαυτό μου. Να προσπαθώ διαρκώς να ανταποδώσω στην πόλη μου τα πολύ θετικά που αυτή μου προσέδωσε. Θεωρώ λοιπόν ότι σήμερα είναι η αρχή της εκπλήρωσης αυτής της προσωπικής μου υπόσχεσης και σας ευχαριστώ πάρα πολύ που είστε σήμερα εδώ μαζί μας. Switching back to English now and staying there. So, let me first of all introduce the Greek Energy Forum to you. What is the Greek Energy Forum? Well, the Greek Energy Forum is an international think tank. It's a 100% voluntary, non-profit, actually non-revenue, organization, and above everything, independent organization. It is an organization that was founded back in January 2013 in London by Greek energy professionals who have a genuine interest in the energy developments in Greece, but also in the wider Southeastern European region. Today, the Greek Energy Forum has 6 global branches, one in London, in Brussels, in Athens, in Nicosia, in Dubai, and in Washington, D.C., and currently maintains an international professional network of more than 10,000 industry contacts. Very briefly, let me tell you what are the 3 main objectives of the Greek Energy Forum that Angelos, myself, and our team has started in 2013. First of all, it aspires to become a platform for the exchange of ideas and an ongoing dialogue for energy development and for change in Greece and in the wider region. And we try to achieve that through roundtables, through international conferences, hosting esteemed guests and energy experts. The second objective is to assist policymaking and communicate proposals that can really drive change in the region. And we're very proud to announce that the Greek Energy Forum has recently joined the Permanent Task Force of the United Nations, in particular the group of gas experts, in the context of the United Nations Economic Commission for Europe, as a member in order to examine ways to utilize natural gas for the promotion of sustainability according to the targets agreed and signed recently in Paris and in New York. And last but not least is to inform investors and public opinion about best practices and about reforms that can happen and should happen in our neighborhood. And what you found as in your way in on your seats is the country report, a new service, free service, that the Greek Energy Forum has recently launched, which is aimed at informing the international public opinion about recent developments in the Greek energy sector. And of course, we try to achieve that through events like today with esteemed energy leaders. So Maros Sefcovic today is going to talk to us about the Energy Union. What is the Energy Union in simple terms? It is the vision of the European states to work together in order to dream, to plan, and hopefully implement their common energy future, a European energy future built upon the following 5 pillars. First, energy efficiency and saving. Second, energy self-sufficiency. Third, physical interconnections. 4, supply diversification. And last but not least, common European goals. In other words, speak in one mouth, in one word, in one voice as Europeans. So if we quickly examine how these 5 strategic pillars apply to Greece, we will easily understand why today's event is so important for our homeland. First of all, efficiency and saving. There have recently been 2 EU directives, the Energy Performance Building Directive and the Energy Efficiency Directive, incorporated in the national legislation. These directives set some targets. On aggregate, in order to be able to meet those targets, as a nation, we must achieve an aggregate saving target of 26% by 2020. In order to achieve that, we need investments equal to 10 billion. 10 billion euros will and need to be invested, hopefully, by 2020 in the Greek economy. Imagine how much of a boost, of a growth boost, this would be for our country. Pillar number 2, self-sufficiency. Greece can contribute to this objective through 2 main indigenous sources. First of all, renewable energy. We all know that Greece sits on a partially tapped, but mostly untapped renewable energy potential. And Greece not only can achieve to meet its 2030 obligation and target, but we think that Greece can even become an exporter of know-how in the wider region. And the new renewable energy legislation that was started being drafted by the previous government, now is brought under consultation by the incumbent government, will definitely drive change forward and will allow for professional clean energy management companies to become active in Greece. And this will definitely boost our know-how. The second indigenous source is national hydrocarbons. We have here with us Energy Minister, the former Energy Minister Maniatis, who was actually the person that in 2010 started from scratch, building the whole framework, all the procedures for running 2 open tenders, which have now been completed. And I'm happy also that the incumbent government took that forward, completing the second tender. So a new national industry can arise out of this opportunity for Greece. Number 3, interconnections. We all know that TAP, the Trans-Adriatic Pipeline, is inaugurated today in our city, in Thessaloniki. This pipeline, together with the IGB, the interconnector with Bulgaria, ITGI perhaps, these are all physical pipelines that will allow Greece to have sufficient bi-directional interconnection with our neighbors in the east, in the west, and in the north. Number 4, supply diversification. Greece will become, through the realization of TAP, the gateway for the Southern Corridor Initiative. Also, Greece has the potential to become the gateway for the recently found gas reserves in the Eastern Mediterranean. And please allow me the opportunity of having here the Vice President of the European Commission, just to highlight something that we in Greek Energy Forum really believe in. We think, Mr. Vice President, that there is huge value in, as a continent, as Europe, to commit that the gas molecules found in the East Med are committed to land in EU soil, in European ground. That's why we think there's huge strategic and geopolitical importance in the East Med pipeline, which I know, although even if it might end up being the most financially expensive in the short term option, I think in the long term it will allow Europe to save huge political and geopolitical value, and this is something that we strongly stand for. Last but not least, US LNG. Greece can also become the gateway for a new valuable source, the American LNG, through the existing terminal in Revithoussa, but also the planned terminal offshore Alexandroupoli. It is widely said in the context of the domestic dialogue that we want Greece to become a gas hub. Well, you cannot have that without the basis of differently priced supply streams crossing at the same geographical location. And this location can definitely be our country, Greece. And this is another great opportunity in order for Greece to claim the role of the natural choice for a gas hub, given the fact that since 2013 we actually have a virtual trading point legislated in Greece already. So overall, the Energy Union initiative can help Greece to shift from the geographical boundaries of the European Union to the heart, to the epicenter of the European Energy Union. And this is the vision that we need all to work for and back. Last but not least, common goals. Common goals require a common strategy. This presupposes political consensus amongst EU partners. Above all, this requires social consensus. And in order to achieve that, we need to inform our societies in order to have the backing of all the reforms and the backing of the Energy Union initiative. And what better way could we have come up with in order to inform the public opinion, other than bringing the man in charge of this mission, the leader driving forward the strategy for Europe. And this is the Vice President, Maros Sefcovic, whom I'd like to quickly introduce. Well, Maros Sefcovic has a very rich CV, which I need to summarize in order to keep it within the timeline. So, first of all, let's start with the more personal aspect. He's of Slovak nationality, married with 3 children. He has held significant posts as a diplomat in places like Zimbabwe, in Canada. He's also been the ambassador in Israel in 1999. He has also held significant government posts in the Czech, Slovak, and later on the Slovak government, including that one of the director of the Slovak Foreign Minister's Office in 1998. And since 2002, he's been a Director General of Bilateral Cooperation Section at the Slovak Ministry of Foreign Affairs. In 2003, he became Director General of European Affairs Section at the Slovak Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Since 2004, he's been consistently wearing the European hat, the EU hat, being the Slovak permanent representative to the EU from 2009 until 2004 until 2009. He's been the European Commissioner for Education, Training, Culture and Youth in 2009-2010. He's been the European Commissioner and Vice President for Interinstitutional Relations and Administration from 2010 to 2014. He's been an elected member of the European Parliament in 2014. And last but not least, he's made it to the current significant post that he holds, this one of the Vice President of the European Commission responsible for the Energy Union. And in this capacity, I would really like to ask him to take the floor. Mr. Vice President.